previously on Home and Away.
I think you don't want to give up this baby, but you feel you must.
Yeah, you're right. I know that I can't take care of a baby.
You haven't changed your mind, have you? You know, all this drama about the contract.
No.
We have to remain positive. Just a little setback. That's all. You're allowed to be upset. Gosh, you guys are engaged.
Well, it doesn't seem to bother Elijah. He couldn't even be bothered to tell me that he was coming home. Hey.
This is Tabo, and this is Grace. Grace is my wife.
So, Grace, it must be a very different experience for you coming to a new country.
Yes.
He's having some grub.
No, it's just lamb. It's nothing special.
You should try the famous tiramisu, Leah's. It's fantastic. Lots of chocolate, lots of cream.
Miles is right. You ought to try it.
It sounds wonderful. Thank you for preparing the food. You have gone to so much trouble.
No, it's my pleasure.
So, Elijah, what are your plans now? Are you going back to your original job, or is this just a temporary visit?
No, we're back for good. Once the church decides what to do with my replacement, I'll go back to the rectory. Until then, my priority is to get medical treatment for Tabo. He had a bout of rheumatic fever and it's knocked him around a bit.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Which reminds me, the doctor is going to come around in the morning to give you a medical checkup, so early night, please.
I better get going.
No, you must stay and share the dinner.
Oh, no, it's fine. I have my own son at home to look after, so it was lovely to meet you, and I hope Tabo's feeling better soon.
That is what we are praying for.
Yeah.
It's okay, Elijah. You just stay with your wife.
I have an economics tutorial at 8 and a 2-hour business law lecture at 10. I don't have the notes on any of them.
Well, I'm sorry you have to do so much work, but I know deep down you're really enjoying it. Have you heard from Nicole?
Yeah, she's coming back tomorrow. We're gonna catch up at uni, so I'll get all the goss then.
Well, don't mention that I asked. I think it's great that she's been spending some time on her own.
Yeah, you must be going crazy, though.
Oh, well, can't help thinking that your father's sick and tired of it. I just have to look at it as a lesson in patience and acceptance. Whatever happens is meant to happen.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Sorry I missed dinner.
Right?
Got a few calls I had to deal with, including one from Elijah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's returned back from Zimbabwe with his wife and a stepson.
He's married? He's married? Oh, poor Leah. She must be devastated.
Yeah, well, the boy apparently has some health issues, so he asked if I could go around in the morning and check him over.
Oh, well, I'll come with you and make sure they feel welcome.
Wow, Elijah, instant dad.
Yes.
How could you not tell me? Well, you don't think I need to know that he married another woman?
I only knew about the marriage last week. Elijah didn't want me to say anything until he told you himself.
Yeah, well, he should have told me when he made that decision. But it's like he's wiped us out of his life.
You know he doesn't feel that way.
No, I don't know that. See, I thought we could rekindle our relationship, and he has gone and fallen for someone else.
It's not like that.
Then what's it like? You were over there, you met her, you must have known that something was going on. Miles, please.
Look, before I came home, I had a sense of what he had in mind, all right? And I tried to warn him before he did anything rash, but I think he was so overcome.
So I don't understand. What do you mean you tried to warn him?
Leah, I can't go into this.
Miles!
I want to help you. I want to give you answers, but you just need to hear it from Elijah.
You're not hungry, mate.
Sorry.
No, that's good. Means it's more for me.
He's not feeling too well this morning. He said he should be here shortly.
You know what? I'm gonna make you some fresh orange juice.
You were up with him all night. Why don't you go and have a sleep?
I'll be fine.
You know, I'm thinking that I'm gonna drop out of this semester.
Are you crazy? You're doing something that you've always wanted to do. I know it hasn't been easy for you, I know, but I really think you should give uni a chance.
Yeah, well, you haven't needed much time. Yeah, how many friends have you already made and how many clubs have you already joined?
Well, actually, I drew about a chess club because apparently you have to know how to play before you join. The point is that you should join some clubs, you know, make some new friends.
No, the point is I'm not making the most of my time here at uni. I'm just looking for my next nap time.
Well, that'll change when the baby arrives.
Yeah, and then what?
We haven't made a decision. What did your mom say?
She thinks that I should give the baby up. And she's right. I'm hardly ready to be a mother, but I just can't bear the thought of giving it to strangers.
Well, why can't you go with the original plan and give it to Dad and Marilyn?
According to Morag, giving it to a loving home is illegal.
There must be a way.
Yeah, I wish there was, but every time I think of something, it just gets more and more complicated.
Now, I'll ask the paediatrician to see Tabo, but I can't guarantee when that'll be. In the meantime, I'll get him started on the antibiotics.
But if he has the antibiotics, he's going to get better, right?
Well, they should take care of the infection, yes. Once Tabo sees the specialist, she should have some answers for you.
It's gonna be okay.
Come on, Tabo. Let's get you in for a proper sleep.
Bye.
You're worried about what the rheumatic fever's done to his heart?
Yes, I could hear a murmur. But it's too early to know just what that means yet. Let's just wait and see what the specialist has to say. I'll let you know when you can bring him into the hospital, but in the meantime, if you have any concerns, just call me.
Thanks, Sid. I gotta clear my head.
Poor Grace. I mean, I know how terrible it is to have a sick child.
Well, at least here we can do something for her.
They're so lucky to have Elijah. I mean, what he's done taking on Tabo, I just think it's wonderful.
I'm not sure if everyone's going to see it the same way.
Married? God save Ireland, where did that come from?
Well, he broke up a few months ago, so it obviously happened quickly.
So do you think maybe it was a rebound thing?
I wondered that too, but he and Grace seemed so strong together. I was looking at the three of them last night. I kept thinking, could it be me and Vij? We came so close to making that happen.
Oh, love, I am so sorry.
I don't understand. You know, he was so determined that his missionary work was going to be his life. And it broke my heart, but we agreed that Vijay and I weren't ready to be part of that.
And now he's back in Summer Bay.
He left a message. He wants to catch up and explain, but I don't think I want to know.
Oh, Leah, love, if you want to get on with your life like he obviously has, then I think you need to hear what he has to say. And then tell him exactly how you feel. And, of course, if you happen to lob something at his head in the meantime, I don't think anyone's going to judge you for that. But seriously, love, you have the right to hear the truth and to be heard.
I can't imagine how Grace must feel. I mean, she's newly married. All of a sudden, she finds herself on the other side of the world with no family or friends.
Well, the medical system in Zimbabwe is a bit of a mess, Marilyn. Maybe she didn't have a choice.
Oh, well, I presume her feelings for Elijah are part of the equation somewhere?
Yeah, I guess so. All right, bye.
Bye. It's just so sad. When you see it on the news, there are so many children that need help.
Well, I don't think taking a child away from its natural environment gives that help.
Oh, I think kids are very resilient as long as they feel loved.
Oh, yeah, and don't we hear that argument trotted out every time a so-called celebrity wants to adopt an inter-country child?
But surely if a child has no family and it's offered the opportunity of a better life, how can that be a bad thing?
Well, it's human nature to want a connection with the country you come from. And I'm sure a lot of children end up not knowing where they belong.
Well, surely that's the new family's obligation to teach them where they come from.
Oh, well, that's a theory. Not always the practice, though.
Well, you could always go and visit as a family, learn the language, meet other relatives.
You've been thinking a lot about this, haven't you?
Well, you were the one who suggested that I look at alternatives. Anyway, I'm going to go home. There's a few things I need to sort out.
Oh, fine. Bye.
Bye.
I just wanted to say I was sorry about last night. I hate that I put you through that.
I don't want an apology. I need to know what happened.